Hey guys, Eric here. Got another video for you today. This time we're going to be looking at the Massdrop and Tashi Bharucha. Not exactly sure how you pronounce it. I've heard it a few different ways. The Prism, which is a production version of his custom model, the Church. So here it is. Here's what it comes in. It comes in this box, which is pretty cool. A little literature for you. And it comes with this pouch. Very nice quality, soft pouch, and it comes with this birth card, which is a nice touch from Massdrop. So let's get into it here. This is a full titanium, and it is not a full integral. You can kind of see that seam down the center here. It's a semi-integral milled clip, RWL 34 blade. So I guess I'll get into a little bit about Massdrop. Massdrop is a site that basically crowdfunds the stuff ahead of time, and the more people that buy in, usually the cheaper the product. And they started branching out into these collaborations. I want to say they started with Ferrum Forge guys. I know there's a Gavco Thresher that I'll be waiting for in December as well, and that one is made by We Knives. I guess the controversy behind this design is the fact that the manufacturer is refusing to have their name known on here. You can see it's a Tashi design, but there's some, I guess, by contract, Massdrop was not legally allowed to let anybody know who actually made this. Let me get this junk off there, sorry. And there's a lot of, skeptical stuff going on. People think it was made by Riot, which is believable. This bronze stonewashing is very similar to some that I've seen from them before. Fit and finish is immaculate. Action is incredible. Flicks out very nicely. It is on ceramic bearings, ceramic D10 as well. Hand rub satin blade. I don't know if it's really catching that, but I mean, it is gorgeous. The design is just incredible as well. Tashi is a French custom knife maker who's had a few collaborations now over the years. I want to say there's the Riot Future, and he's got a new lineup coming this year, next year. He's got one with Fox Knives from Italy. So, I mean, you can expect to see more from him. He's done a bunch of collaborations with other custom knife makers. So, there's a lot. He's a pretty well-known designer in the industry and trusted. He makes beautiful designs. I mean, just look at that. And one of my favorite things about this knife is this little cutout in the lock bar right here, matching up with that perfectly. And when you close it up, you can see just this in this back part here, it's hollowed out. There's nothing there, and it's just lined up perfectly. I love how this groove here is lined up. These edges in here, in through here, are chamfered as well, so it's not like Tai Chung Spyderco, where you go in there and it kind of digs into you. It's a nice smooth edge. So these are $250 from Massdrop, which some people think may be too much. Some people might think it's a good deal. If this is a Riot, which I think it could be, I do think that is a great deal. You know, they said basically they would have to charge more, I guess. This is just stuff I heard from watching pre-release reviews of this on this knife from Epic Snuggle Bunny and Nick Shabazz. So if for some reason you watch my videos but you do not watch theirs, you are kind of screwing up. You should probably check them out. They get great content, great stuff. But anyways, that's just what I heard from them. So I didn't dig into this information on my own, but apparently the company who created this or did this design did not want their name on it because they would have to charge more, which is bad for some people. Me personally, I love Riot. I also don't care who made it because this is just a fantastic knife. This could have been made by Kaiser. We could have been made by Best Tech. I don't know. Any of these high-end Chinese production companies could have made it, and it is a great knife. It feels great so far. Granted, I haven't done any cutting, but from a collector standpoint, I mean, it's very smooth, perfectly centered. I mean, it's a quality piece. So let's jump into a size comparison here. The standard pair 2, as you can see, it is larger. I want the pivots here. And here's one that is the almost exact size. Kershaw Skyline. Sierra KT GSD. Liang design is pretty much right in there too. Which I've considered this to be a great sweet spot in the EDC size-wise for me. So I think that's like a 3 1/4 or something inch blade there. And I will say also they did a great job of maximizing the blade in this folder. Look at that. It's almost right up to that very edge there. So my one thing, if this is a Riot, I will say normally, I mean, it's been a while since I picked up a Riot and I've heard they switch, but this is more of a soft pouch. I didn't grab one of my other Riot pouches. They're usually a little bit harder. And also normally comes with a lock bar insert, or not lock bar insert, but extra hardware, and then the stainless steel bearing races in a little baggie. Those normally come with it. This did not come in here, or those did not come in here. So I'm not sure. Maybe that was part of how they're able to do it a little cheaper if they are the ones that made it. I don't know. But all I can say is I love this knife. Here's a Riot I have from them. This was custom anodized, so there's not really anything I can compare to it. Other than it is also full titanium frame lock with lock bar insert. This is a much older knife design, so this even then the District 9 almost speaks a little bit more to the older Riot. They've kind of changed over the years, but this does have a fantastic action. Finish is impressive as well. It is pretty hefty, but I mean, they just make good stuff. So either way, I'm very pleased with this. It's very lightweight, very pocketable. It's a beautiful knife. And I almost went with the baby machine instead, but last minute I just decided on this. It was a little bit cheaper, and I love that bronze. So, but yep, there it is. So it's a Massdrop prism. It was my first time dealing with Massdrop. I will definitely be interested in more collaborations from them. This is just a fantastic value to me for what you're getting, and I would highly recommend people check them out. Right now there's an ox liner lock flipper with like some Damascus blue or purple Damascus options, and you can get that in marbled carbon fiber. I think it's like a faux bolster or a G10 in like 3 different colors. They're just really, seems like Massdrop is one of the few companies that's actually listening to the community and seeing, what, people like options. People are tired of just the plain blasted stonewash or just silver everything. The Gavco that I have coming was a whole insane thing as well. You can get it in black, like a grayish dark stonewash. You can get it in a bronze. You can get it in a teal. You can get it with like 3 different face patterns. There's just a lot. You can get that as a lefty as well. So they're really thinking about the community, and that's something I like to see. Billboarding's not too bad. That Massdrop is pretty bold, but that's just their logo. So some people were kind of complaining like, oh, that's just so big, it's so bold. And well, take a look at the box. It is the exact same writing. So that's just kind of their logo, I know some people I read in forums or whatever, some people saying, hey, I wish they would just come up with a logo and put the logo on there, which, yeah, maybe they could do that if they wanted to, but there's no obligation to do so. I feel like that's not too much, so these are serialized. As you see, this is, oh, come on, number 410. So I don't remember how many they're making, but they are limited. At least the first batch is a limited run. So, but now at this point, I'm pretty much just rambling. So, appreciate you guys taking a look. And again, overall, I would say this is a fantastic value, and this is a great knife. Thanks for watching.